Hey everybody, this is Rob Bosquez here at the Rosemary Theater, representing Artist de la Rosa, and we're here for our one-on-one interviews. I'm very privileged to be here with Miss Jenae Bean.
Hi.
Definitely the coolest person in the room. Wait, is Mr. Colby here?
No.
Hijacking
That's why I'm winning today.
Right, he's hijacking our interview and he's not even here.
Right.
But anyway, I'm here with visual artist Jenae Bean, who I have the privilege of teaching with on Tuesdays and Thursdays here at the Rosemary Theater. So Jenae, hello, how are you today?
Hi, I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I just want to touch a little bit about what we did this summer in our classes,
All right.
what we're doing right now,
Yeah.
and of course what we plan to do.
Okay.
So first question, how did you get into art? What interested you in art? Did you see something as a little kid, or?
I've always just made things, and I've always loved making art, and I didn't get to take art until my senior year of high school. It was always full. You could never take the elective, and I finally got in, and I was really excited, and I just took off with it. And my senior year, I won a prize with the Houston Rodeo, putting a piece in. And my teacher was like, "You should probably do this. Like, it's something up your alley." And I never looked back. It was all I wanted to do.
Are you from Houston? Is that where you started out? Oh, cool. Awesome. So was there anything that actually influenced you, any particular piece of art or any style of art, maybe?
I remember when I was 10, my aunt worked at an art museum, and she got a bunch of old posters that she was going to throw away from the museum. And one of them was a Bosquez, the one with the skull.
Oh, right on, yeah.
And I didn't even know what that was, but I thought it was just so cool. And I had it up in my room like forever. And I was like, one day I want to make something like that. That'd be fun. So yeah.
Very cool. Well, like I said, I was lucky enough to get to teach with you the past couple semesters.
Yeah.
Kids love this person. All our students, they love talking with you. Evidently, you really help them with
I
their
love
problems.
them too. They're great. Yeah.
So I was just wondering, what actually brought you here to Artist Academy at the Rosemary Theater?
Yeah, I had been working with some fellow teachers in Fort Worth that knew about this place, and I've been doing some murals, and they were like, "Hey, they do art classes. If you ever wanted to teach an art class, you could do it." And I was like, "Man, I'd love to do that." And then I got the opportunity. The position opened, and I just took it. So yeah.
Very cool. We're glad you're here. I know we started a little bit before the summer working together, and then this summer we had a couple of summer camps we did together. We did one live and in action and in person the beginning of June, and then we switched and we did everything virtual.
Yeah, that was tough.
Which was a first.
Fun, though.
It was. I had a great time. It was definitely a first for me. What are some of the things? Because I mean, you think about. We have this distance between us and the kids, but yet we're still teaching them art. What are some things you did? Did the kids have supplies there at home? Or how did all that kind of come together?
I kind of just tried to work with whatever they had. And so if they had a lot of art supplies, they could feel free to use them. But I tried to do a lot of stuff with just, pencil and paper, digital art, recycled art, stuff they could find in their house and just grab things and put it together. And they actually made some really creative, cool things with this. So I want to do that more often than just using the traditional materials.
Yeah, I'm always amazed at what those kids
they'll blow you away. Like they'll just come up with something you've never seen before. So it was cool. Yeah,
you guys had some great. I would walk by when I was on a break or in between classes, and I loved seeing number one the kids working, and number two just the project that they came up with.
Yeah, they had a good time.
Yeah, it seemed like it. Now, like I said, it was sort of a switch for me, and I imagine for you as well. Were there any particular challenges that you kind of found yourself facing?
Just kind of, for one, I like being, able to touch their art or like pick up a pencil and show them how to draw, and you can't do any of that. And so a lot of it, you have to kind of place in their hands. You have to talk a lot more, which I like doing, but like at the same time, it was more difficult than just being in person. And you kind of miss that like interaction of just being able to be in a room full of artists, which I liked a lot. And that was a little bit difficult, but the kids did a great job. They showed up on time every day to class, and we talk like we were in person. So,
yeah, I know they come to me in my class. They'd be talking about what you guys were doing, and they just seemed really inspired, which I mean, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. Awesome to see because it carries over. I think they kind of dug my class a little bit more because they were mostly just coming from your class.
They always loved your class. And so they always talk to me about your class, so I guess they switch and they tell you about my class. So yeah.
Right on. Do you have maybe a favorite moment during the camp that you'd like to share with us?
I really liked when we did any of the little sculptures. We made piñatas, we made fake food, and I just like seeing the kids get really excited about their art, and those were the two that they got the most excited about. And I just like seeing them, be like, wow, I made this. That was always fun.
Yeah, no, and I noticed they were very proud what they accomplished.
Definitely, yeah.
So that was really good to see.
That's what it's all about. So I'm glad I got to help them with that.
Oh man. So that was the summertime, and now we're in the fall. We're I guess about maybe 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks in. To our fall semester. What do you have planned for the fall? What's going on in here?
Okay, so we're going to be making artwork for the Day of the Dead festival that we're going to be doing here.
Right on.
And so we're going to be trying to get some artwork together that we can have matted and placed on the walls. We're also going to be doing stuff that kind of goes with our theme of like scary things or horror. And so we're going to be making like little monster hands or maybe like little sculptures of monsters. I also wanted to go with things that are kind of hopeful as well though. So like if something scares you, make something positive with it. So we're going to make little fairies. And you can make it like a scary fairy or you can make it like a happy fairy based on your mood. And so yeah, we're just going to kind of go that way with it.
That's cool. Kids love fairies, little creatures.
Right, yeah.
Anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really cool. Yeah. So yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a fun semester.
I'm excited, definitely.
One thing I want to ask you, say you had a dream project. Say they came to you, said, Jenae Bean, you have an unlimited budget. You can do as big of a thing as you want, or you can do a smaller thing as you want, depending on what your dream project is.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Ooh. I think it'd be kind of fun to do ceramics here. So like if we ever got to have a kiln, that would be cool because then the kids can make something. And when kids make something small like that out of clay, a lot of times their families keep it forever. It's like something that's like on the mantle, or something like that. But I'd also like to do a collaborative project. Like we were talking about doing a mural here. That would be awesome. And if the kids could help paint it, that would be great. And
nice.
I don't know. That's just off the top of my head, yeah.
No, great. This is a great answer. What would you do? Is there any particular medium? Because I noticed you do a little. Just since we've been working together, I noticed you do sculpting, a little painting, some paperwork.
I love paint.
Making.
I love painting, and then like paper craft. Like so, anything I can make out of paper that's 3-dimensional, because paper is so readily available and cheap. And so I like to kind of push the boundaries and see how much you can do with that. And then the kids see, hey, like if I have paper at home, it's not just for drawing. Like I can actually make something. And I just like getting my hands dirty too. So that's that.
Joe, right on. And like I said, I feel we're really blessed to have you working with us.
Thank you.
It's really inspiring to see you work with the kids.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm saying this is because a lot of times when you see artists work, you're like, that's definitely what this person should be doing. You know what I mean? And I highly think that I can't see myself doing anything right now except working. Yeah,
you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do.
But say you weren't an artist. What else what would you see yourself doing if say you never got bitten by the art bug? Just a random question there.
I don't know. I've always liked kids, and so just being around kids somehow, like I don't know. Probably like an elementary school teacher, maybe something like that, or like working with like I don't know, kids camp, kind of what I'm doing now, even if it wasn't art related. Just because they just keep me really young and like they energize me, and so I like being around kids. Yeah. One
thing that I know that, like I said, they talk about you a lot whenever we were, and they would always say, Mr. Rob, you need to set the mood like Miss Jenae does. I never knew what they were talking about. What do they mean by they say set the mood in here? Because it seems to be very specific.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I have to have music on for art.
Okay.
And so and I let them choose the music. And so we'll do kind of like a DJ roundabout thing where everyone gets to choose their song. and then you get to kind of see people's style that way. I also like to talk a lot, so I want them to all talk a lot, and I think just that music and talking, it kind of like frees up their, you know, inhibitions a little bit. They feel like more relaxed.
Yeah, no, that really seems like a great atmosphere to create open music.
Yeah. When it's quiet and like no one's talking, it gets kind of like awkward. So you're like, you know, it kind of opens them up. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks for sitting down and talking with me for a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun too.
Cool.
I look forward to seeing what you and the kids create this year.
Me too, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna have a really good year.
Okay.
And so here's the Artist Academy. Guys, join up. Come and take some art classes. We have Jenae teaching some visual art this year. I'm teaching creative writing and acting. We have a wonderful teacher named Colby Chapa who is doing more like filmmaking and technology. And Sarah Herrera is doing dance and choreography. So come check it out. Come be a part of the family.
We got the best of everything.
I think so too. So there's Rob Bosquez with Jenae Bean, and we're signing off.
All right.
Cut.